Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey T. Hey
Hi
everyone.
there.
Welcome. Hey. How you doing?
Doing great, doing great.
Okay. Welcome to By the Means, another week, everyone. Thank y'all for joining us this week. This week we really want to just kind of relax. It's the end of the year, 2021. Hey y'all, we made it. We made it. I'm Tamora Freeman. By any means.
Teresa Rogers, by any means.
All right, all right. And we just want to kind of recognize the people um, that have been supporting us over the past almost 2 years. Wow,
Almost.
wow. So if you want to give a little a general idea of where we started and where we're at.
So we started out during the pandemic advocating for prisoners. Actually, very personal. I have a 25-year-old now that's inside of Richland, and I just knew when the pandemic hit that I could get all of my other kids safe out of school and everything. But I knew that I had this one kid that other people were responsible for, and they wouldn't necessarily be safe, be able to social distance, um, have proper hygiene or anything to protect themselves through COVID. And so that's basically how I started. I pulled my co-founder into this during an event down in Columbus. She came out. She came out military, and she laid in the circle in the middle of the circle at the Capitol and took off on Twitter and took off from there. We had 2020 was a dynamic year. We had a lot of actions and a lot of, even as scared as we've been throughout the pandemic, we showed up and showed out. And this is so meaningful today to be able to say thank you to everybody that's helped us, because we've learned so much and we've partnered with so many people. We've met so many good
Wow.
people through this journey.
Golly, it's a list of people and it's a list of things that we've been doing. And I'm just so thankful. We got some really great guests waiting in our waiting room. Hey, y'all. I ain't telling y'all who it is, but we appreciate y'all. We wanted to start with Solomon Polk, and right now he can't even watch this because he's on the radio right now himself. But this is Solomon allowed by any means to come on his radio show at No Static Radio. Let's see, almost a year ago, and we met Gay Lisa Carr from there, and I tell you, we ain't looked back. It's just been an amazing, busy, exciting, blessed. Any other words you can think of?
It's been a journey.
It's
Been
been
a
a
journey.
journey, to say the least. It's been a journey. So we want to, since he can't come on here, we created this video. We're gonna figure out how to play this video. So bear with us. Solomon Polk. Where is it at, T? Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go.
Go to the bank, numbers, what a raw want from me, numbers, to me it's all the same, numbers, trying to get it poppin', so I do what I do, stay up on the grind, so I do my want-to, always on the mission, yeah, you know that's a fact, ain't worried about these haters, gonna sweat off my back, get it how you live, only you know what that is, everything's a hustle, just handle your biz. Hustle, no matter the weather. Add me to the money team. Talk to Mayweather. Stay up on my business. Working outrageous. Stacking chips. Call me Las Vegas. Getting to the money. The grind stay forever.
What's up, y'all? This Miss Goods. Make sure y'all check out my boy Solomon Polk on No Static Radio, where we don't bring the static, but we show enough bring the noise on NoStaticRadio.net every Tuesday from 7 to 9. You dig?
Yo, this your boy Quarterback Creek, hailing all the way from 716 Buffalo, New York. Make sure y'all tune in and listen to No Static Radio with my boy Solomon Polk every Tuesday, 7 p.m. through 9 p.m., straight from Cleveland, Ohio. Man, it's the most talked about radio station that's out there. Get with it and get on the way.
Woo, that's a lot. Wow. So now y'all might be able to understand. Wow, it's been a journey. Thank you. Thank you, Solomon. We appreciate you. Thank you. Um, so BAM has been, as you've heard, we've been doing a lot over the past year. And I wanted to give Teresa an opportunity to kind of talk about some of the things we've been doing and a little bit of glimpse of what we're going to be doing for 2022 because we got some really exciting things coming up. Okay.
This year we branched off a lot. When we first started, we were more so advocating for anything that we were advocating for anything that might have been going on with the prisoners and what was going on in different institutions and what have you. And so this year we more so focused on certain cases. One of the main ones we throughout the year, and we ended last week just going over and everything with the panel, was Frankie Porter's case. So there'll be a lot more follow up with that situation and similar just injustices within the system that we'll be working on. And 2022, we have a lot planned. We're going to umbrella into different areas, so I'm really excited about that.
I am too. I'm really excited. One of our big concerns has always been our youth and our returning citizens. Like Teresa said, we've had some really serious people that we've been assisting. Frankie Porter out of Akron is one of them. And our show next week is actually going to talk about concurrent versus consecutive sentencing in the state of Ohio, because all states have different sentencing. And unfortunately, Ohio has two, old law versus new law. So we want to really address that. And one of the things we know for sure is that nothing's going to change unless you deal with it in the law. So that, and then finding employment for our returning citizens, that's a major goal for us. And that's about
Definitely.
all. We're going to keep going.
Definitely.
But I'm really excited on what we have coming up. But I see that we have, I'm going to bring, what happened? Oh, she left. Hi, Ronnie. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you? Peace,
I'm
sister.
okay. Peace. So, Ronnie,
Yes, ma'am.
where you from?
I'm from St. Louis.
St.
St. Louis. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, but I'm here in St. Louis,
Okay.
and I represent a number of organizations that are transformative justice, restorative justice, and justice reform organizations.
Okay.
Somebody's trying to call me. Sorry.
Okay.
Fine.
We're used to this.
So one of the organizations is Missouri Cure. And CURE stands for Citizens United for the Rehabilitation of Errants, and we are an advocacy group for people who are incarcerated and returning citizens. I am an employee with Criminal Justice Ministries, and I am the housing coordinator for their reentry program called Release to Rent. And what I do is I purchase furniture and all the household amenities, and I stock the apartments. And the program's a year-long program. And they get free housing for 3 months. And after 3 months, after they get a job, they pay 10% of the rent, and it goes up in increments every month thereafter.
Okay.
And we provide them with a phone. All the house is full. The houses are fully loaded. And I'm also an employee with Freedom Community Center, which is a new Black-led organization here in St. Louis that exists for the purpose of reimagining safety for our community in terms of crime and violence. We believe that the people who are closest to the solution are closest to the answer. I mean, people who are closest to the problem are closest to the solution.
Yes.
Nobody from outside of our community should have any affair or any say in how we coordinate our affairs as a community. We don't believe that this current criminal justice system serves our community, and we're about transformative justice, reimagining different ways to address the problems of crime and
Absolutely.
harm. Because the criminal justice system does not focus on healing and
It
true
does not.
reconciliation, and
Right.
that's what we want to hopefully address. And we have a program that will help individuals who are newly introduced to the criminal justice um, system, with the hopes of reducing their
Hello.
charges and not being subjected to prison or other things. But we are about communal healing, communal address of the issues that affect our community. And there's some other stuff, but it seems like I'm bragging, so I'm stopped right here.
No, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an excellent resource. We really appreciate you.
Yes.
Lashania was saying wonderful resource. I agree. That. I mean, like that. That's totally. I hope
Mhm.
y'all writing this information down because that's major. So Ronnie,
Yes, ma'am.
you are with Night
Amira. Yep.
Amira Rose, Night of Poetry. I don't know if you guys support NOP, but we've been supporting from the beginning. So
Yes.
Amira told me that you were going to come on
Yes, ma'am.
and do your thing.
Okay. And I hope I don't know if "do my thing" means a poem, or is that what it,
Yes.
okay. All right. So I have a few, and this one that is familiar with not in poetry, so I guess I'll do that first,
Okay.
or only one. But this one is called "My Lord and the Righteous People." Exalted, my God transcends the tangible. That's why they can't stop this second coming of Hannibal. Because this time there'll be no third Punic War, because those who oppose will get broke down like simple metaphors as we do it for my Lord and the righteous people. Cerebral, didactic poetry to teach you. The peep omens to annihilate the opposing pistol toting doing battles with these Romans. Invincible, adhering to the sensible, clear and decisive, killing Fabian's principles, unlivable conditions downright miserable. But for change, we must learn to sacrifice the physical. No compromise. We fight with open eyes and recognize revolutions won't be televised while we seek our prize. Others may reach for the sky, but just give me what's mine, man, a piece of that pie, man. See, the truth needs no support of no sort. In those streets, we can hold court. So God, please grant us victory, because it's no mystery who's a true friend and enemy of me since the beginning of history. Look what has been done to me
Yeah.
in my community. Divided we shall perish, so we need to forge unity. When it's you
Yes.
and me, and then we may win. But the truth must shine bright, and hearts can't go dim. So sing hymns and battle cries for peace we ride. But with God, our loyalty must reside. That's why he said, after difficulty, there's relief. So there's lessons in fighting oppression, and that is my belief. So never cease in reaching the true goal, breaking the hole and taking back what's been stole. I'm not talking about the physical. I'm talking about the soul. Because the first revolution must take place within, then and only then may we change our condition, then begin to eradicate these social evils. Like I said, I'm doing it for my Lord and the most righteous people.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
Wow.
that was awesome.
That's powerful. That is powerful. Whew. How long you been with Night
Definitely.
of Poetry?
For I don't know. I think about a year. Yeah, I think about a year.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Give and take a little off and on. I think I met Amira. It was during another virtual event. It may have been a Facebook criminal justice reform group, maybe. And she invited me onto the space, and I came, and she was like, "Nah, you ain't going nowhere. You part of the fam now." So I haven't went anywhere, and I try to support whenever I can.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I keep coming in and out. Trying to do stuff in the back and the front. Lulu know what I'm talking about. Front and the back. That was powerful. I really appreciate that, man. Do you have anything else? I'm about to bring a mirror in. Do you have the link to send to her real fast?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
said a New York
I could
email.
send her the link she sent me. Okay.
Okay. On Yahoo.
Hold up.
Where did Robin leave? Robin left. Let me text her. But in the meantime, um, T, can you hear me?
I just sent it to her.
You just sent it to her? I appreciate that.
Hear you.
This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using GTL.
Okay. So, while we're waiting on her to come in, and what exactly, what state are you in?
I'm in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri.
Missouri. My mom lived in Missouri.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, yeah. I got some people in Kansas City. That's on the other side of the state.
Okay.
But I got some people there, beautiful people in Kansas City. We got some good freedom fighters there.
Yes.
And some community activists. And yeah, Kansas City's a nice place.
It really is. It's beautiful. I've been a couple.
Can I mention one more organization?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I need you to put all of those organizations in this chat.
Okay.
So we kind of missed them.
Okay, I will. And there's one more organization awesome. I want to mention.
Yes.
And that is an organization called Black Men Build. They have a magazine.
Black Men Build.
Yeah, Black Men Build. And it's a national organization. And we have a magazine we put out quarterly called Wartime. And make no mistake, we regard ourselves revolutionary organization, revolutionary in the sense that we really want to make change in our community. So we have a sticker, and the sticker says, "The sons of Harriet have returned."
That's amazing.
So we're about freedom for our community and serving our community. Every month we have a national day of services and chapters all over the country going to the community, providing services for the community, whether that's feeding the community. Last month we did a coat drive. No, early this month we did a coat drive for children that got their free coats. They got brand new free coats, and we shot for 100 coats, and the donations poured in, and we gave over 300 coats away for the kids in the hood. So we do neighborhood cleanup, and we're really about servicing the community. And the beautiful thing about it is many of the participants are young brothers. It ain't none of these people, man, who are jockeying for position and prestige and all this political influence. These are about young brothers, man, trying to do what we need to do in our communities, trying to be better representations of the sons and fathers we need in our community. So salute to Black Man Build, and I'll put that in the chat, but everyone go look it up. Black Man Build. There go the Queen. Hey, Queen.
Hey, Mira.
If y'all knew what I have to go through just to get in, I do not know why I have this trouble.
I've heard our other guests are saying it's been pretty rough to get in. I do apologize, y'all.
Well, I don't know my Facebook password, so yeah, I know. I'm a hot mess this year, but
okay. So what I'm gonna do, Amira and Teresa, I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity to talk to Ronnie. Ronnie, make sure you put your information in our chat, please.
I would do that now.
Amira, you just missed that.
Oh, she heard it before. She heard it.
Oh, I missed the piece.
Fire.
That's okay. I know my brother always comes with it. That's why he's co-host, because he's so humble, but he's like one of the Ross on the mic. I swear. I love it.
I appreciate you guys so much for coming on. So, Amira, I'm getting ready to go into this waiting room because I got to bring some people in as well.
Okay.
I really appreciate y'all over the past, year and a half. Thank y'all so much for supporting us as well.
Always.
This is our B.A.M's opportunity to give back to y'all as well.
Well, we appreciate all the support. You've been a fan and a supporter since the beginning, and I can't even tell you, and Ronnie can tell you too, how much we appreciate all the support out here that you give us for the poets, for anything that, like the card campaign that we joined together forces with. Like, I loved it. Like, I got so much feedback on the card campaign. And for anybody that doesn't know, we joined forces with B.A.M. Night of Power. She joined forces with B.A.M. And we did cards out to our brothers. And I wish it was sisters too, but I just don't have any addresses yet. So if anybody have any sisters, but for the brothers behind the wall, some Christmas for those that celebrate Christmas, some just holiday cards, and some cards to the soldiers as well. We sent out cards to them. And what we did as well is I went and also got cards just to last for the whole year. Birthday cards, thinking of you cards, just cheer up cards, because sometimes our brothers and sisters are forgotten about, and they just need cheering up. I mean, who doesn't like a good hello, hey, how are you type of thing every single day or every once in a while? So so what we decided to do is just have that available. If somebody has somebody who just needs cheering up for whatever reason, just hit me up in my inbox, and we will send a card out on behalf of us and on behalf of whoever is requesting that card, because I know I like cards. Something as simple as that can definitely put a smile on somebody's face.
You are awesome. Thank you.
No, I couldn't do it without the support, for real.
For real. You guys, so I'm gonna hop on out, T.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. All right.
I put everything in the chat.
Ronnie, what piece did you do?
My Lord and the Righteous People.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Oh, that's the private chat? Hold up.
So while you guys are doing that, while you guys are doing that, I can just talk about what Night of Poetry is for those individuals that don't know. So Night of Poetry is a once a month online virtual event. It's a show that we do once a month. We have brothers and sisters on both sides of the wall that join forces and hit that poetic mic. If anybody wants to come and join us, we are always open and welcoming new poets. In the last 2 months alone, we've got 2 new poets that joined us, and you can be as amazing as Ronnie, or you can stumble up and be as.
I'm not even a poet.
Whatever. I get so many people like, Amira, like, I'm
awesome.
nervous, or I'll mess up. I mess up every single show. Every single show, I mess up. I stumble. What do I got on my shirt? I mess up something in my piece. So, because my nerves just are off the roof, but I still jump on the mic. And sometimes I got to go you know what it's like to have to go after Ronnie? Like, that just makes the stress level even more so. But it's fun. We have fun. It's a release. And we have messages that come through. Some of these brothers that come through from behind the wall, like their stories just come out in their pieces. I wish some of them could have joined us, but it was a little late. We had a couple brothers that wanted to join us, but the police have been pretty heavy where they're located. So I just told them to chill out tonight, and it's okay because everybody can just watch the next show, which is the last Friday. The next show is the last Friday of January. It's always usually the last Friday. We try to keep it that way of the month.
So how do we put into the chat other than outside the private chat? Because I listed them in the private chat. Is that sufficient?
I'm going to copy and paste it. I'll copy and paste it all over for you. I got you. I got to see the last one, so I'll bring them all over.
All right.
It's been pretty amazing watching you guys, though. We have some local artists here in Akron that I've been talking to you guys about with the poetry.
I gotta come. I've been hearing about Ohio. I gotta come through.
Yeah,
I gotta come through.
We had one. I can't remember what his name. Michael Powell, I think. Maybe that's wrong. But I've heard of a couple out of Ohio that I want them to come up on the show.
Okay, yeah, we have a bunch of and they're pretty consistent here. They're really consistent here.
So if they're listening, hit us up. Come join us for a show. Maybe we got to do a whole show out of Ohio.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love to put you guys in touch. Their name here is the name here is Versified
What?
Expressions. And awesome. In Akron, here
Yeah,
in
I'm
Akron.
coming through within
Oh
the
yeah,
next.
But
please
I've been
come through.
talking
Yeah.
Within the next couple of months, I promise I'm coming through. Within the next 2 months, so hold me. And if I say I promise, I'm gonna do it.
Hold up, he can't come through and I don't come through, so if it's gonna show out without me.
Hey, listen. My loved one, well, both all of our loved ones, is inside behind the walls right now, and he does a lot of spoken word. And some of you guys' first broadcast, I let him listen to, and he was
Oh,
like super duper. He's over here cracking up because he's listening right now. But
hey,
super,
tell him that he needs to. You need to record him on a call one day.
he can hear you.
Okay, we're gonna have you record it on a call, and we will play that call because that's what we did for actually the first co-host BG. He can't he doesn't have access to a phone, and he calls off the wall, and I recorded it before and played his piece for Black in America.
Okay.
And so we need to do that. We need to get him on the show one way or the other.
And may be recorded and monitored.
Well, you know where he at.
I know that call.
You know
Well,
that
peace,
call.
bro. Peace.
Hey,
Salute
you
to
hear him? They're
you out
talking.
here, and we riding for you, and yeah, salute to you, bro. I have a history. I've been incarcerated. When I was 19 years old, I went to prison, and I didn't emerge from prison until I was 44. So yes, to everyone behind the walls, man, we love you. We miss you. We ain't forgot about you, and I've dedicated my life to riding for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear him. So
You can talk.
you know, I'll
That uplifted me, that uplifted me, and energy like that needs to be heard more, but I will reciprocate it to those that are conscious and receptive to it. It means a lot to know that people are, rooting for us out there as well.
Yes, sir.
But keep them.
he don't even know he got a whole team out here rooting for that. Everybody does. Like,
Y'all better tell him. Y'all
Like-
better tell him the truth.
Yes.
Yes.
we go hard for a reason, for
Yes.
everybody, for all the fellas behind the wall.
All this love, you guys. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. So, Amir, you ready to spit?
I can't spit. I don't memorize my pieces, and I couldn't. In order for me to come on, I had to use my phone. Let me
My
see.
dog ate my homework.
Yes, tell her. Say less. Say less.
Let me see. Okay, if I log off, I will come back on. Let me see if I can see me.
I see.
Can you guys still hear me?
Uh-huh. We hear you.
Okay.
I got a poem about healing, right? So
Okay.
I haven't finished, but I just want to just offer it until our sister comes to deliver a piece. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Now it's not finished, so it's about a third of it, and it has like 2 profanities in it. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. So this is about healing. The first part starts off kind of negative, but It's intended to identify the harm that happens early in our development, how we respond to it, and how we overcome it. So I just got the harm part. So it may seem negative, but there's going to be some positive outcomes, but not. I don't have finished. So it says, um, I had to learn it. I had to learn it the hard way, through hardships parlayed, thinking that it was butter. But it was the grease of fat meat that caused my feet to slip and not the ease of parquet. But that day, I was just a young black boy trying to get right like Richard. But Richard were the rules for how much roll was allotted for me to maneuver and change course. But through them hang courts, I was forced to learn that the system was in no mood for my humanity. And the only peace that I got was a lot of insanity addressed within the precincts of inner city blues that had made my call and made me want to holler like Nathan McCall, being a man child in a promised land with no room for an honest man at all. So I adopted the role of a slime ball. Going against my natural disposition, I repositioned my body to lobby my mouth to say, fuck this world. Because it was in this world that my friend's grown big brother tried to fuck me like a girl when I was just 8. And it was in this world that my own mother, smoke girl, imposing a horrid fate. Me being 12 years old, so hungry that my whole body ached in the wilderness of her addiction. I seemed to have lost my way, and I lost my say in a space that was supposed to be designated for the young to play. Or at least be free from harm, but within my arm, the palm distance, the alarm should have ring by how many things that were so hostile within my existence. And since before I can form a sentence, it seemed like I was sentenced to an unrelenting wave of soul-altering tragedies. I knew that God was good, but it must have been that he was mad at me, suffering me to tragedies, and this was an existence that seemed to had to be, but sorry.
You did that. Come on, you got this.
When I get the rest, I'll come back.
All right, brother.
Oh my God.
That was yes, and snappity snaps. Yes, yes, several snaps. That was raw.
Okay, I can do a piece. I found one I can do.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is called Suspect. It's the piece that I did for our show that was called Black in America. For that show, I actually only originally was going to intend for it to only be the black guys, the black males off the show. But at the very end, I added this piece.
Okay.
It's called Suspect. 6'1", hoodie, jeans, in his 20s, black. That's what the dispatcher on the scanner said. And at that moment, I prayed another black man didn't end up dead. Another name in the headlines, another hashtag say his name. George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, and the list goes on. But we all know all it takes is one accident by the hands of the men in blue for a black man's body to end up on the floor with a heartbeat no more. Because this is America, where black lives get shattered, where black lives don't matter. It's a nation where black men are held captive simply because of the color of their skin. In a system set up for him to fail, not intended for him to win. In a system that would rather see him behind the wall on a plantation with no intentions for his release. In a system created to take him away from his family, rather by death or the max penalty. In a system forcing us mothers to raise our black children without the black men. In a system where mothers are bearing their babies because the system made it easy for the police to kill our sons with that gun in their hand. But what 12 don't understand, I'm not the one. See, if my son ever fits the description and 12 thought they'd get away with killing another nigga, understand I'll burn this country down as I'll pull that trigger. I'm all about sacrificing that coward behind the badge. There will be no peaceful protest, no signs. Sorry, guys. No signs begging for justice. I'll become the judge and the jury. I'll give the verdict on your judgment day. There will be no calm to my storm if my son ever fits the description.
Ooh.
That's that piece.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about your son, and I'm not going to say who, but my cousin and I, our family
Yeah.
One of our family members was murdered last night.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
We
My thoughts and love to you.
thank you.
Mm.
Without saying any names, big out of respect, but this has got to stop. And so, yeah, we're gonna have a lot of
But
different.
that piece.
That piece just hit hard. Thank you.
Every time, and fathers too, not just mothers, but every time our kids walk out this door, we shouldn't have to worry if they're going to walk back inside the door. You
think?
My son moved out a couple months ago, and like it's already stressful when they walk out, and you know if they're gonna, you hear them come back in, or you hope you hear them come back in, but I don't get to hear them come back in every night. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like calling, like, you okay? And he's like, "Mom, I'm good," but he don't understand, like, as a parent, what we go through, because we know what can happen out there. And sometimes our kids are so blind to the reality, like, because they have that mentality, it can't happen to us, or not in our area, not where I come from. But it does. It happens everywhere. And I hope that every time we walk out the door, not even just as our kids, but as grown men, look at the grown men and women, brown and black women, that don't come back home at the end of the night. So you're right, it has to stop. Like, nobody should have to lose their babies, their loved ones, their husband, their wives, their mother, father, brother, sister, because of these
We got
races.
enough to deal with out here. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Whew. Yes.
We shouldn't be worried about that, but that's another time. We're gonna
Right.
listen. Nights of Poetry, we love you. We appreciate you. Y'all have got to come back.
We definitely
Yes,
will.
ma'am.
We'll come back with the whole.
Yeah.
We'll come back with the whole squad. I mean, I am so blessed
Miss
that
Sorber is over here in the she's over here in the Tara Bass, that's my soror.
What's up, Queen?
That's
What's up,
yes.
Queen Sarah?
And we hope she's feeling better, because she's battling COVID, so we're praying over her.
No voice right now. I'm talking about her, but listen, we're definitely going to invite you guys back in the future. We love you guys. Thank you guys. By any means, is all about unity. We are all about unity.
Yes. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. We definitely will come back. We got a whole squad to bring with us, and so yeah, definitely. And don't forget to watch the next show. It's the last in January. It will be the last Friday of the month. And if you want to hit the mic, please don't hesitate to hit the mic.
Are we talking to him on the phone?
Yeah. Oh,
Elijah One.
That's not an interview. That's a hint. Be ready for the last show.
You heard that?
I can hit the mic.
Yes, you have to hit the mic. No pressure, though. No pressure.
No pressure, Elijah One. No pressure. No, Friday.
Well, he's ready. He said it's my time to shine.
He's ready. No pressure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had to put some pressure on her. All right, so when Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Your show is on. Your last show of the season is gonna be Friday.
No, our next show. We already had our last show of 2021. Okay. Our next show is going to be the last Friday of January. Our next show is the last Friday of January. And can I just add real quick that starting in January, every show I kind of collect donations. I used to collect them for the brothers. I used to collect them we had a queen activist battling cancer. But starting in January for the whole year, the Night of Poetry is doing a scholarship to collect funds all year round for a child of an incarcerated parent for college. So starting in January, that's what we're doing. We're support our brothers and sisters behind the wall. We support their families and their children. And this is just our way of giving back to those children that, unfortunately are living in that situation, because it's not easy, and college isn't easy and cheap. So that's what we're starting in January. So please check us out. Find us on Facebook, Night of Poetry.
how we find you? How does everyone find you guys?
On Facebook, Night of Poetry, Amira Rose. You can also hit me up, but we have our Facebook page to watch this show. All you do is go like the page, and the night of the show, we will go live on the show through StreamYard.
Fair enough. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
We appreciate y'all.
Be safe. Peace.
All right.
Bye,
Thank
y'all.
you.
Oh. Woo! That was powerful. That was so powerful.
That
Can you hear me,
was,
Kevin?
that was,
Man, that was oof. That was oof. So we've got some people
yeah,
in the
yeah.
in the waiting room. I'm ready to bring. Look, they've been so patient too. They've just been sitting there. Lulu been there and there cracking up. But we got two people, major heavy hitters that have been supporting us. I call in the background because they've been there. You know what I'm saying? They've really been there, and I really appreciate every single person out here. But before I bring them on, I would like to, if it's okay, showcase our next person who has been a part of helping B.A.M a lot. And I mean, a lot. She taught us how to market, how to reach out to people, how to use this program right here. She taught us
This call is originating from an Ohio
how to do this right here.
and may be recorded and monitored.
Right.
Right.
All of that.
She taught us all of this, and we just want to really thank Epic right now, ensuring prisoners incarcerated, major. And so she created a video that she would like for us to play on this show because she's at work. And if she wasn't at work, she'd be here. So I want to play this video.
Right.
But in order to do that, I have to share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. This is a first, y'all. Share screen. Hey. Whew. Okay, let's get it.
Hey everyone, Gina Kenny with Epic, ensuring parole for incarcerated citizens. We are a nonprofit 501c3 registered in the state of Ohio, fighting for fair laws and treatment within Ohio's penal system. I am honored to be here today. Thank you, B.A.M, for inviting me. Unfortunately, pre-recorded, couldn't be there live for the panel discussion because I have to work. Want to thank you guys for this opportunity. I just want to say what a busy year it's been, 2021, the year of getting things done, right? And by any means, is our work unfinished because there's so much work that needs to be done. 2021, we were epic, adjusting lives, healing hearts, by any means, spreading love unapologetically, kicking it with the Kennys, the passing of issue 24 here in Cleveland for real police accountability, which was huge. Justice for Isaiah Andrews, a man who was 85 years old, who spent 46 years wrongfully incarcerated, was finally acquitted this year after they tried to retry him in the county of Cuyahoga County. And we're still working really hard. We've been working hard for the last couple years, partnered with B.A.M on ending the exception in the 13th Amendment, which reads, actually shout out to the Starts Within organization for this bomb shirt. It reads, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as a punishment for crime, where the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction, meaning that slavery was never fully abolished. The narrative had only changed, which ended up being convict leasing for our Black and brown people. And unfortunately, it's a result of mass incarceration here in 2021. So with that being said, I just want to say a huge kudos to B.A.M for, staying into the fight, for doing all the great work that they've been doing, especially this past year, and that they're continuously doing. I want to say thank you to everyone who showed up today to listen, to embrace, to empower, to hopefully reach one, teach one. All of our organizations, the most we ask for is for people to share. We ask people to share these productions because you never know who it's going to reach. You never know who it's going to teach. And honestly, the biggest part of this fight is unity. And I'm just so thankful and blessed that we are able to be partnered up with By Any Means, as well as Adjusting Lives, Healing Hearts. And then we have the Night of Poetry with Amira Rose, who will be speaking later on, or might have already spoke. But I just want to say what a busy year it's been. We've been dealing with so much misconduct, so much abuse in the prison, so many stories of wrongful incarceration, so many stories of severe sentencing. But at the end of the day, and now at the end of this year, we can close this chapter knowing we did all that we possibly could to bring awareness to the injustices within our systems. I just want to say our work's not done. We're bonded in this together. Together we rise. Together everyone achieves more. That's EPIC's mottos. I just want to thank B.A.M again for including us into this production. We appreciate you, ladies. Our work does not go unnoticed. We know this. We know this for a fact. We've been doing such great work this past year, from doing productions, boots on ground, rallying, the whole 9 yards. Within the last year and a half, when COVID started, we've touched down at Annette Chambers' community to let her know that we would not be silenced, to let the community know that the prison director, where COVID is running rampant right now in our prison systems, in these jails, in these prisons, we wanted the community to know that the director lives right in their community. We've been to almost every institution, 26 out of 28 in the state of Ohio, for a We Will Not Be Silenced tour rally, basically letting the communities know that COVID is sitting in these prisons, and these, staff was going in and out. They were bringing it into the prisons. They were bringing it back out to the communities. We've been sharing a lot of light on over sentences, whether it be here in Ohio, Virginia, Michigan. We've had wrongful conviction day. We had exonerees travel to speak at our event. So people are listening. We just need other people to start sharing, start being more supportive, showing up at the events if you're able to. And if you're not, share, donate, do something. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the shares. And we just want to thank everyone for this incredible year that we've had, whether it be, one organization or all of us bounded together. It doesn't go unnoticed. And we know that you guys have our backs. And again, thank you. And please, more importantly, share these productions. Reach one, teach one. If you can reach one person a day, imagine how many people that one person is going to persuade through their lifetime. That's all it takes. Together we rise, y'all.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you.
I know that was different. That was real different. Oh my gosh. So
Good job. Good job. That was
that
exciting.
was awesome. Hey, thanks, Jean. We appreciate you for real. We know that you've come up against a lot of adversity, but one of the things that my father and Teresa's father, who is my uncle, taught us is that in the face of adversity, you definitely need to first seek the truth, And the way I look at it now, this is just my opinion, and it's kind of simple for me, and it goes like this: if we can support and love Black and Brown, we can support and love everyone else. It's all about unity, where I come from, and I don't know if you guys have paid attention. Yeah. But our mamas is yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you, for supporting us. As my pastor always says, the revolution will be televised. So we're gonna bring our next guest in, and let's see. Yes. So where's she? Oh, so we have Lulu here from Lulu. I'm gonna let you go. You got. I don't need
All
to.
good. And thank you, ladies, for having me on. I really appreciate it. And I support everything that y'all do. I think, most importantly, if we can't stand together, then we won't be able to accomplish anything.
Yes.
No matter if we have a whole bunch of different little silos. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Lulu Cameron. I'm the founder of South Carolina for Restorative Justice. I work alongside the Plus Coalition, and I'm a statewide ambassador with Reform Alliance. I'm also the chief programs director for the Musketeer Association out of Ohio. And, I'm just kind of here today to give everyone an update just on some of the things that the National Plus Coalition has been doing, because I know that, we aim to support you all and hope that, the same is reciprocated. And I think that just with everything that everybody has been talking about, I think that we've been able to make some major waves in helping to raise awareness about what's really going on in the system, because ultimately the only way we'll change anything, we could write all the legislation we want, but if we don't change the minds and the hearts of the people who are not deeply impacted by incarceration, they don't understand what it's like to be a family member, a loved one, or someone who's actually served time, then we'll just be out here spinning our wheels. So I think with all of us doing all the different efforts that we're doing all across this country, we're putting ourselves in a position to change the hearts of people. And that's what has to happen in order for people to have empathy and compassion towards the incarcerated population, and for the outrage to kind of increase across the country when they see things that just aren't right. Our voices help people to understand that they have to stand up and be a part of the solution. Otherwise, them being silent is just as bad as the oppressor. So I'll give you my updates for the National Plus Coalition. The 2021 year for the National Plus Coalition has been one of growth and progression. We've had multiple successful virtual events this year that focused on public education, and we have even been able to build relationships and extend working invitations to our state legislators, lawyers, professors, judges, law enforcement, and those incarcerated as speakers. We have grown multiple states and regions, and we have deployed our advocacy team, which has numerous cases where we're working on, also being able to attend and speak on behalf of people going up for parole, to advocate for their early release. As the coordinator of the legislation team for the National Plus Coalition, we also put into play this year preparing and training people to work on legislative changes and what that looks like in their different respective states. And, we have been boots on the ground and in attendance to multiple community events and protests across the country. Our growth, just like everybody else, it's not going to stop here. 2022 is the year we look forward to. I think everybody knows when you first get started, we're just kind of like all over, and there's so many issues, so many things. It's like we're trying to figure out how do we eat an elephant. And this year, we plan to continue to grow our advocacy team and expand our services to people, preparing parole packets, pardons, write-ups, and aspects of those are aspects that we're working towards. We're looking to add paralegals, attorneys, and private investigators to our team. And on the legislation team, we recognize the need for unity and a solid voice. And so we're looking to what I thought was it will be best to kind of back somebody who already has a great idea. I'm a very huge advocate for good time, and the way to, if the large population of Black and brown people are incarcerated for violent offenses and they aren't eligible for good time, how is one going to determine the path of redemption that they've taken without there actually being a display of it and people being held accountable, both those who are incarcerated as well as the people who are in positions to receive all this money from, you know, incarceration. And so what I decided was that we were going to back the Michigan bill that is Good Time Makes Good Sense, and in an effort to kind of deploy rational reasoning behind the need to release people from prison. And so I want to be able to take that on a national level and just kind of get people from all 50 states to focus on the same thing. And if we focus on the same thing and try to have one voice around it, they're not confused what we're asking for. They understand what the need is and what we're asking for. And we're not just asking for it in North Carolina or South Carolina or Ohio or Michigan or Tennessee, whatever. It's like the people are calling for something specific. But in order for us to do that, we have to take the I out of you. And, you know, sometimes that can be very difficult because this work, it makes people, it's almost like a fad to an extent, because, you know, people have an affinity for the lifestyle. People have an affinity for power. You know, that's something that we see happen all the time. And instead, it should be a genuine compassion that we have towards our people and for wanting, me wanting to see you all do just as well as me. And if I see something that I can offer to you all to help you all be better, it shouldn't be a race to the finish line. I'm going to beat you to it. How about I'm taking my path because we're all in different places. But if I see you falling short, or if I see I can step in and be an advocate to the work that you all are doing, you know, we have to be willing to do that because they already hate us. They already think we ain't nothing. They already think we're just a bunch of criminals and lowlifes who have no purpose and no meaning. But if we show people how we deserve to be treated by treating one another, then we'll definitely, you know, be on the upper side of this. I think, you know, just in general, people fall in love with people's stories and they want to understand the human side of it. And that's, you know, how people who are incarcerated actually win a lot of people over because they have nothing to hide and nothing to lose. They're just an open book and they're genuine about it. I mean, these are my shortcomings. You know, these are my strengths. This is what I can bring to the table. And so I think that's where we need to all be as a group of people fighting to change a system that's been corrupt for over 400 years. So, you know, that's just kind of a wrap it up. I know that we are looking to do some youth initiatives in Mississippi and Ohio, and we will continue to expand with the live events. And there's now a differentiation between Plus Productions and our grassroots efforts. Yeah. So we will also be, you know, just in partnership, we'll be now offering streaming services, videos, overlays. If people need help trying to make it look professional, make it look good, you know, we'll be offering that as a service so that everybody can look equally as amazing in their presentation as they are fighting in their respective states. And then we'll also work to do promotions and kind of bring something forward for the people. So when they see us join together, of course, you know, people who are incarcerated are considered to be the worst of the worst.
But they're not.
They're not. They're some of the most amazing people. They're some of the most amazing people. You know, my husband is incarcerated and he is absolutely amazing. So I just look at it as us taking our communities back. And we first have to do that, like you said, through unity and just a genuine heart.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. And I'm always watching. First of all, Joseph is always putting me in something. Let me just say that. Like I'm an IG freak. So my cousin she do Facebook. I do IG. I love IG. And so Joseph is always sending me something. Here, go look at this. Go look at this. Or someone is always sending me something, and I'll be like, oh. So I'm always able to catch you guys, and I really appreciate everything y'all are doing. And I'm looking forward to 2022. and all of us just being able to, come together in unity, because it's not about us.
Yeah, and something that kind of that went off in my head. I got on one of the quarterly calls for the Abolish Slavery National Network, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because you see all the people from all different walks of life. Everybody got their camera on. Everybody is not scared to say what they're fighting for.
Yep.
And they mean this thing, from Republicans to Democrats to everybody in between,
Yes.
black, white, purple, blue. People are tired of the
honey, you just don't know. But a year and a half ago, we didn't even know that there was an exception clause in the 13th Amendment.
Yeah. So the work is done, and it's actually working. You know what I mean? So, and for me, it's connecting me to people all across the country.
It really is.
It's amazing what we can do if we do it together with a genuine heart. We're not all gonna like each other. We're not gonna love each other.
This ain't about liking and loving. This is about
fighting.
What we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So,
and it's a lot of us across the nation, actually across the world, because Teresa was looking, and she's a little techie, undercover techie.
They have the Musketeer Association up out of Ohio. I don't know if you know her. She's a Muslima, but I call her my Umi. She always tell people I'm 70 years old, and she was a part of helping to eliminate that juvenile lifer bill in Ohio because her son was killed. Her son was killed by someone who was 14 or 16. I could share with y'all her video, but she was just like, this is not our way. I don't want you taking our babies and ruining their lives and their families, because they just didn't know better. And for somebody to say that after your own child was taken that way, that just says a lot. And so I just try to embody that type of spirit when I work with people, and taking into consideration that we all come from different walks. But at the end of the day, you might see me one way, I might see myself another way, but when they look at me, they see us all the same.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So, who we got over there? We got Joseph. Oh, Joseph. You know what, Joseph?
Mr.
Hold up. Y'all is not gonna believe how long we have known Joseph. We was learning the system, and Joseph was teaching us. How about that? Yeah. So we were on No Static Radio. Thank you, God, the voice of the revolution. And Joseph came on there, and he sent me this clip. I'm over here cracking up because, such a long time ago. But I'm gonna see if it'll let me show this. I don't think our listeners really know Joseph, because you're so humble. You're such a humble person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But I have watched you flourish and just grow out of this world
from the start.
From the start.
From the sandbox.
The sandbox. Boots on the ground. Like Joseph has.
And I'm training them to be just like me, if not better.
That's it.
And we need more. If like they used to say, if we can duplicate you, man.
Shit, I wish I could come myself.
You make me want to cry. I used to be now I'm all sensitive and stuff.
I don't think our listeners. Oh, that's amazing.
That's funny, huh?
I saw that.
That was a while ago, right?
Wow.
Yeah. How y'all doing, ladies?
We blessed. How you doing, Joseph?
Yo, man, like me personally, I couldn't even fix my face to be sad. You know what I mean? Like, I just been blessed, but I do want to salute you, because what a lot of people don't know is the things you do behind the scenes. See what I'm saying? See, most of the time we do things to be seen. But when you do it behind the scenes, only you and God and that person know, right? So it was a time when I came home from prison. I've been out for a year now, but I did 22 years in prison from the age of 19 to the age of 41. I'm 42 now. And during my time, I was ambitious and motivated from the gate, because I already had a plan and vision, and I wanted to heal my people from all the pain that I gave. And I went homeless during the process of me being a business owner, a book author, all these things, as I was trying to navigate myself through this world without being a victim. And guess what Miss Tamara Freeman did? I know she probably the woman to give her no praise, but I have to. She cashed at me money so I could have a hotel room. Did you not do that? Did you not do that? I was homeless in a shelter, fresh out of prison. I ain't know. And you cash at me $200 so I could get a hotel room. Remember that? And the next day, I got up, even though I was homeless, went to work, had my shirts and my books, and I was selling them, didn't I? Just to show you that I wasn't taking your money and wasn't willing to get off my butt. Right? So I want to thank you for that before I even praise myself. With that being said, coming out of prison is hard, y'all. Like, I don't know if people really know. See, but I'm not the type of person that want to play victim, though. You know, I did everything they said I did. So I take an accountability for that first and foremost. That's how you heal. You have to be able to say, yeah, I did that. Damn. Oh, I'm embarrassed about the things I did. But the key to success is never forgetting when you was down and when you was out. Because I'm far from homeless now. Far from homeless now, ain't I? With that being said, I respect everybody who's pushing, because everybody has a different dynamic way of projecting whatever they're trying to say. But I believe if you commit a crime, and this is a person who did 22 years, you should take that time, use it wisely, come home and reproduce the image that you said you was in jail, right? The image that we give y'all in the world. Hey, we're this, we're that. And that will ultimately change what's going on out here. See, if y'all fight for us while we in there and we come out and don't fight for us while we out here, what's the point?
I agree.
So what I'm doing, I'm the founder of No Comrades Left Behind, which is a communication and leadership youth academy. But it's practical and tactical. I'm utilizing experience, but also information. And through blessings that I couldn't see then, that now reappear years later, has given me an advantage to get where I'm trying to go further and faster. So now I'm in the Academy of Les Brown. I'm at this present moment. I'm in Les Brown's Academy. I'm in Kareem R. Ellis Academy.
That's amazing, by the way.
I'm a certification in Toastmasters.
Yes.
And I'm a business owner. Have 3 jobs. And I keep myself busy. And I make sure that I stay grounded with the streets, the Bloods, the Crips, the gang members. Because ultimately, those are the ones who go to jail.
Have you sold all of your books?
Well, no, well, actually, I sold a lot of them. Thank God that it's been a process, but it's on Amazon.com right now. I'm actually coming out in February with another book. It's called The Blueprint of Life. And what I'm doing with that is showing practical skills, not just how you win, but how you win, right? So I'm showing them, because I have a resume long enough now with this 1 year that I've been out here that I can show, hey, this works. You might go homeless. That don't mean go sell some dope. Because I can show you that what I'm doing works, and all it is just getting up every day and putting in work. Yeah. But I don't want to convey, and respect to all y'all ladies out there. I'm a person who really was in here, right? And I have to say this, right? But like, every individual in there, when they come home, they owe the community, they owe you and everybody else. But this the thing, when we come out and we do the right thing, people who say they really with us, like the people, they don't really be with us when we come out. I'm just being honest. Everything I've done.
Sometimes.
Everything I've done.
I've heard a lot about people who had a relationship with people behind bars, and then when they got out, it dissipated because they were told, someone wasn't being honest.
Yeah.
In the mix of something.
Yeah.
But we try not to on our show. We just try not to focus on that. We try to focus on, like you said, accountability.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't really
What's
talking
your
about
plan
that,
of
sister.
action?
I was talking more so like this. The people that's coming out of jail, like myself, right? And there's many of us coming out every day, right? When we come out here, before we even get here, we have to have a plan.
Yes.
It has to be written while we're in there. And then you execute it, because when you come out here, you don't really have time to do a plan. You got to already have a plan, because time is moving faster than it does in prison. Wow. So that's what I was saying. Like the brothers.
Was that the hardest part for you, Joseph? Like did they help you with a plan or?
Well, it's all about the person. That goes back to accountability. See, I already knew I did those crimes, right? I didn't want to play the, so I already knew I did that. I victimized people. I did that. So once I said, okay, I did that, and I said, you know what? The only way I'm going to correct this is by helping others to prevent them from hurting other people, because hurt people, you know that.
Absolutely.
So I just want to be a testament to those who come home from the streets to show and prove that you can excel. People are not going to believe what you're saying. They're not going to believe you in the beginning. But if you are serious and dedicated to whatever you're doing, the same people who don't believe you are be the same people who going to support you.
Right.
So I just want to really salute you. Plus, I love what you were saying, sister. Big salutes. Man, that was phenomenal. Your spill was just phenomenal. And I just want to really salute y'all ladies, though, because like we get too much credit. You know what I'm saying? The dudes, the thugs, the killers, the gorillas that transform, we get too much credit. It's y'all ladies who transform us. You feel me? Y'all the ones who transform
it
us.
Ain't me. I promise you, it ain't me. It's God.
But they say we are the spin image of God. Y'all are loving and caring, because this takes a lot to do every day. To care about other people. Whoa, y'all are spectacular. So I just want to say that, B.A.M, man, thank you, man, for I believe if you didn't help me that day and the type of situation I was in at that moment, I probably went to jail.
So glad we
honestly, I probably went to jail, right?
For real.
So you and I have 43 years over my head. If y'all didn't know that, I'm on parole for life, right? So
which
crazy, right? But if it wasn't for you, Miss Freeman,
thank you, baby.
I don't know what would have happened that night, because I was on survival mode, and all I wanted to do was not go to jail. And you gave me an extension of my life. You gave me extension. You gave me 2 more days to plan.
Hey.
I had food, I had clothing, and I had shelter, so I had time to plan.
But sometimes that'll take you far.
Okay.
It took me.
My life day by day. Sometimes that'll just get your mind at ease, and you can create a plan sometimes. So that's really peace.
She did that. She did that for me. Just think about it. If she didn't help me. You got to. I was in prison for 22 years. I didn't really know nobody like that. Everybody I know, what I mean? I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a prideful person. I want to show people I can make it, So when she helped me, she extended my life. You gave me the opportunity to do what I'm doing right now. Because I'm telling you, I don't know what I would have did that night if you didn't send me that money. So I just want the world to know that who you are and what you represent is more than just the image.
That's awesome.
It's really her heart, and I love you for that. Thank you. You were ever. I had another interview today, y'all, at 7:00. I'm talking about with somebody that's big time. Like, I'm not trying to be boastful now, but he's not big. He's not bigger than her.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't even know him if it wasn't for her, and I mean that. So thank you.
God is
big
amazing.
Salutes.
And I can't take credit for any of this because I don't do this alone. My cousin, Teresa Rogers.
Yeah.
Tell y'all something. She's amazing.
For sure.
She might be quiet. So y'all think.
Those the ones.
Quiet, baby.
Those the ones.
Let me tell you something. I thought I was crazy.
Those the ones, the quiet ones.
That thing right there. Woo, Jesus. I'm an angel, baby. That, woo, baby. She will take and put you in your place. And she do it so nice, nasty. Oof, Lord.
Hey.
Look, and my cousin, our other cousin is over here. I know she over there cracking up. But I want to thank every single one of y'all. Unfortunately, I don't know why gay Lisa cannot get on here. She's actually, look at her. She over there cracking up.
There she go. There she go.
There she go. Great Lisa card. You better bring your behind in here. But hey boo, we love you. We miss you. So in case you guys don't know, gay Lisa is from Adjusting Lives, Healing Hearts. She is the founder of Spreading Love Unapologetically.
Yes.
Where's she at?
She said I've been here all the time. You're supposed to be up on here.
Oh, what she say? She to send a message?
She out because she sharing it and sharing it and sharing it.
Tell her she know where I'm at. She need to come holler at me, man. Act like she don't know where I'm at. Till I got dinner on the table and everything for her. Stop playing.
She said, "Hey Joseph."
Till I said, "Come see me. I got dinner on the table
comments.
for her."
She said, "Hey Joseph."
Till I love her too. She know what it is.
Oh,
them 17 years she did. It pushed her to the limit. Didn't it? Look at her.
Yeah, Lisa's out here doing the doggone thing. I'm really proud of her.
Yeah.
Never, ever gives up. You know, and this to me, that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about never giving up. We all fall down, but the song say, but we get up.
So.
You know,
so y'all inspiring me, man. Y'all don't even know. Like,
you doing your thing. You doing
I
your
wasn't
thing.
expecting all this today.
You're doing your thing, though. Let me tell y'all something about Joseph. Y'all don't believe that. Y'all believe it. Because before I get to Joseph, let me just say that Spreading Love still has t-shirts available and bags. We have bags. And t-shirts available for sale. Gay Lisa put the price in the comments for
I caught one of them joints. You already know I caught one.
Yes.
I should have wore it today.
Yes. Look, that video I showed, which I had to take the sound off because I refused for them to take our video down ever again. Yeah, we lost some major stuff. So that's never happened.
You get that back.
But Joseph hit me to a really great person, motivational. You know, Joseph, you don't know what I was going through at that moment that you sent me that video, but let me tell you something. As my cousin just said, I was a ram in the bush. Well, bro, you was a ram in the bush that day. You have no idea.
Thank you.
What I've been facing, you know.
Sure.
And I just thank God that I'm still here, that we are all still here.
For sure.
And, I thank God for every single one of y'all. Don't want to overtalk. Don't want to, you know, we're just so thankful.
Yeah.
Lisa, I'm so mad you ain't coming here. Robin kept getting kicked out.
Man, it's like a Jodeci concert up in here. We all crying and stuff now. What's going on,
you know,
man?
like,
Jodeci, get out of here, Jodeci now. You gotta sit here like this, already throw our underwears and roses and stuff now, girl. Stop it. Stop it.
But listen, is that who was that? It's that's Carla. Okay. Hey, girl. So yeah, we still here. You got her.
That is so funny.
That's funny. Which one is that, Britt or Carlotta?
Hey, ladies.
Carlotta.
Hi, honey.
Carlotta.
How are you? Hi.
Good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm gonna pop out and let y'all do your thing.
Thank you, everybody. So I will be really remiss. There's so many people who have helped us, but it's such a spiritual thing and it weighs so much on us. And he's telling a story about T. And I'm like, if she anything like me, she like, you know, don't tell nobody. But just in life, you find that you blessed to bless other people. And, you know, you can't let nothing get in the way of that because it pushes you further and it pushes you further and it pushes you further. And you never know that we a year now and he's telling his story about, you know, just being able to see him and where he's at and the number of people he's able to touch from a small gesture or big gesture, however you judging and looking at it. But I will be remiss. I'm so happy that you were able to join us. Also, we just reflecting on everybody who has helped us get to where we're at today. I would have never even thought before COVID hit that I would be advocating for prisoners and
Right.
you know. But you, Carlotta, have prayed us through some storms, counseled us through some things, a lot of advocates and whatever, whatever we're advocating for, the number of suicides and depression and just mental health that goes into everything is astounding. And we so appreciate you. We so appreciate you. Whether it was group or whether it was individual, you done talked us, you done spoke some life into us for real.
Listen,
So I'm happy you was
I
able
so
to join
appreciate.
us.
That's so funny. I jumped on like, oh my God, I forgot to join the meeting. But I really appreciate you guys for even thinking of me to jump in and join in. But I appreciate everything that you guys do. I think that when we go through life, we forget about people who are locked up or the families who are dealing with all of the things that comes along with that. And as a little girl, I remember catching a bus to go visit my aunt who served 9 years in prison, and you don't hear about those things anymore or see about it anymore. And so I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for everything that y'all pour out, everything that you guys give to other families, and relentlessly, Teresa, like your plate is full all the time, you know what I mean? And so beyond, even when you don't think it's going to impact your family specifically, you still go after who can be helped. And so I just want to tell you guys, thank you for all you do. And thank you for the lives that you touch. And so me praying for you guys, I feel like I would be able to do my part. I wish I could do more. But we all have a part to play. And so sometimes being able to lift you guys up in prayer to encourage you however I can, I will always be here to do my part. I just appreciate you guys for doing what you do.
Thank you.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. I must say,
man.
I ain't talking much because let me tell you, she prayed us through some stuff, y'all.
And I constantly am telling people just with this line of work, because I've been doing hair for 18 years and that's what I'm known for. And it's kind of discouraging sometimes because they'll share your pictures of hairstyles and stuff, but you talking about somebody that got 528 years or then did 30 years or just the things that's going on in this world that you they won't even
Hit one like.
tune in.
They won't hit one like. They don't know what you're talking about. They haven't paid attention. The brainwashing.
Every religion, it's like every religion tells us to see about the prisoners, treat them, as our neighbors. Right. So,
no, I mean, not even that. And I feel like the biggest hypocrites, right? Because most people
take care of the least of us.
Are Muslim, but it's like the Christians, and you look at the stories in the Bible and in all these religious books, it's like the least favorite people were the people who were selected and chosen. And that shows to the fact that nobody is looking for somebody that knows it all or that's holier than thou and knows it all. You have SHIT in your drawers sometimes, and so my point is just that don't look down on me because this is my season. This is my famine, or this is where I'm struggling, where I needed you to give me your hand and lift me up. And, that's just what, that's what y'all stand for. That's what y'all do. But you definitely always need somebody that's praying for you and over you and thinking about you into you and into your organization when you're not in the room.
Yeah. Not just that. You think about when people have the mindset that somebody is simply because they're a bad or I feel like today, as she was saying, number one, it could be their season, whatever they're going through, but it's also some people incarcerated without just cause. It is some people incarcerated who are protecting their families. It is some people who maybe made a mistake. But whatever it is, we are all for real a blessing away from our own incarceration, right? Like think about my own, and I know that there's things in my life that I could have done that could have landed me somewhere else. But I thank God for his grace and his mercy that I'm not the person that's in that situation. And so I feel like me doing what I do, I just, it's just me doing my part. It's just me being able to say, I'm not the one that go way you or go out and stand and do, to picket or to find out where these people live and make sure we get the right people to sign the right things. But guess what I can do? I can pray for you. I can pray your strength. I can pray and make sure that when you have times when you're weak or you feel like you're gonna stop, no, you're not, Teresa. You go keep going. Because you're doing a good thing. You know what I mean? And so people need people to look out for them in that way. And so it's important, even if it's that one day when you stop, and because of that one day you kept going for another year. You know what I mean? Because it happens, and so we all need it. But you're absolutely right. Like there's no, I love God with my whole heart, but at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. It doesn't make us human just because we made a mistake. And so we can't pretend like people are inhuman because they're incarcerated.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because we all are. And believe it or not, you could be in prison right here in your mind and not even behind bars.
Plenty of
So they better watch it.
Yeah.
What I would love for all of our guests to do is first put your email addresses, please, in the comment section. That's the first thing. I need everybody's email address. The second is for 2022, maybe quarterly, all of us getting together via StreamYard. We're doing our weekly podcast. By Any Means has chosen to, I think we're picking another day because we couldn't bring all of our guests on today because most of them are busy on Tuesdays. So we're thinking maybe Thursdays. Across the board for By Any Means, Thursdays at 7 p.m. for our podcast. I want to give a big shout out to, which we haven't, which is weird, No Static Radio. No Static Radio is they're located in Cleveland, Ohio. They are definitely the voice of the revolution here in Cleveland, Ohio. They have opened their arms and have done so much for the community and for giving people a voice in so many different ways. They've got their programming. If you go on online to www.nostaticradio.net, it's not a .com, or on Facebook.
Both of y'all.
No, Teresa, or No Static Radio on Facebook, then you will be able to see, their programming. They're online. They're on different platforms, but I just want to really get you to them. They do virtual programming. They do all different types of programming, but I really want to shout them out. That's how we were able to meet Gay Lisa, wherever she at. She over there like, yes. I wanted to hear her voice. I miss her voice. But you guys, let's do this again really soon. I appreciate all y'all, Joseph, Amira, Lotus. Oh, Lulu. Is that Brooke down there? I thought I saw her. I've been trying to catch names and everything, but just every single body that came today, we really appreciate y'all. We appreciate because we understand that you took your time out to come here, and Lulu, you real patient.
Okay.
You real patient. Thank you. We really appreciate you.
No problem.
Joseph, thank you for dropping that link to me. Hey, bro. Thank all of y'all, Carlotta, Gay Lisa, um, Jay over at Epic. Um, just thank everyone. Robin Turner was trying to get in here a couple times, but she kept getting booted out for whatever reasons. Um, Bernard was supposed to pop in, but he's at work. If you guys don't know Bernard, what's his last name? Coof. He's in Cali. He does a lot of work. Miss Linda, she's in Akron. I'm just trying to name some names because there's been so many different people. And our cousin, Miss Roxanne Bruce. I don't know if y'all know, but she listens to every single one of our podcasts, our broadcasts. She's been down to the radio station with us. She's eaten with us. Whatever type of support we've ever needed, she has done it. Hashtag free Frankie Porter. Hashtag free Elijah Wan Minor. Hashtag let my people go. My loved one has been in prison for now 31 years. And we are working aimlessly to get him out. So he took a plea bargain for 23 years. Plea bargains in Ohio mean absolutely nothing. Shout out to Zanzibar. Yeah, whew, baby. Oh, shout out to Gay Lisa for introducing me to fried tomatoes at the Zanzibar. Because, baby, I need some of that. What time is it? Oh, okay, it's too late. Shout out to, everyone who is out here really doing this, and dedicated, truly dedicated from their heart. Shout out to the people who have a voice. Shout out to the ones behind the wire who are doing the work. I know it's a lot, and we really appreciate y'all. Shout out to the families who constantly, you guys don't know what goes on behind closed doors and the sacrifices that are made. Shout out to the families and shout out to the children. We love y'all. If there's anything that we can do to help, or if there's a program or anything that you guys are thinking of, please reach out to us. Our email address is by any means BYEANYMEA to the NZ MEANZ by any means at gmail.com. Thank y'all. Thank you guys. And thank you. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Lulu, I'm going to go ahead and let you work your magic.
They can't.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I ain't even trying. We appreciate he does so much out in the community. I see him all across the board. And so
he put work in.
He put a lot of work in, hashtag what's his name? Joseph, your friend's name?
Who, Jay Burton?
Jay Burton.
Free Jay Burton. 33 years in prison. Yes. Innocent man. And guess what though? We got a documentary and an album coming out in February. You feel me? It's official. You know what I'm saying? He's also a part of the Les Brown movement. We literally are really in tune, tapping in to influence the world. We really doing some real stuff. That goes to show just because you went to prison doesn't mean you are an inmate. So all my brothers and sisters in prison right now, stop thinking like inmates, man. Think like bosses. So when you come out here, it'll be an easy transition,
I appreciate y'all. I need all of y'all to, and everyone who's watching and following us, to please go on we got this new YouTube account. We've been having 10 followers for the past year, and it's all the followers is us.
Mm-hmm.
So we need y'all to please go on YouTube and follow us.
For sure.
I'm sorry, subscribe to us because you can follow anyone. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is by any, that's one word, BYEANY, and then the second word is MEANZ, means. Because the YouTube is because we actually stream to YouTube. Not everyone has Facebook. We can never assume that Facebook is the only platform for us to stream to. And Ken has given us some other resources that B.A.M is going to be able to use in the future. And so we're really thankful for that as well, teaching us too. So thank you guys. Teresa, you got any last minute? Because, yay. Teresa just left. She just,
Nope. I appreciate everybody. Right.
yes.
I appreciate
So,
everybody. There's a few people that weren't able to join us today, but we're thankful. We're thankful, and we look
yeah.
forward to collabing with everybody else. One thing for sure I can say about my co-founder is if we say we're gonna show up, we're gonna be there. We like dealing with people that are men and women of their word, and so it does. It takes a village, and I'm happy that this is ours.
Yes. Say less. Ooh, say less. Thank you, God. He know what he was doing. But
Yes.
we will see y'all Tuesday. And then, if you have any, go to our page, go to our email, go to our inbox, share your we want to maybe even put together a calendar that we can kind of coordinate all of our, because we're across the nation, and we want to be able to coordinate everyone's podcasts and programs and everything together so we can attend, because I do go to them. I hop in and then I hop out because we different time zones, all kinds of stuff. But I love you guys. Thank you, Carlotta. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, Night of Poetry, for coming. You guys bought that fire. Thank you to my former Miss Tara Bass, for keeping them comments coming. I appreciate you. Thank you to Gay Lisa, Gina, everyone. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. We will see y'all Thursday? Next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday. Yes,
Thank you guys.
Yeah, that's our email.
Good night, y'all.
That's our email.
At Gmail.
At Gmail. So it's one word, by any means. You got it. Thank you. We appreciate you. And yeah, Teresa, we need you back. Come on. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all. And y'all be blessed.